Hi, Michael here from Aoki-no-heya, and today I'd like to show you my new to me plasma TV that I got only for 25 Polish zloty, so that will be around $7 US, I think, currently. So it was on sale on a local Craigslist-like site with only one issue. There is a vertical bar running through the panel. It's a 42-inch, let me check the model, PY80. I think that PY80 outside of Europe was called PX80. It was the entry-level Full HD plasma TV of 2008 from Panasonic, and hopefully I'll be able to repair the vertical bar on it. It has around 31,335 hours of use, so it's been quite heavily used. There are some burn-ins that are not currently visible since the background is black, but for $80 I'm not complaining. I'm in service mode right now, so we can take a look at some patterns. Maybe the bar will be more visible, and the burn-in. You can see the bar. I think it's a connection issue, and that's because when I smack it, right now no, but it sometimes changes colors, so sometimes red, sometimes the entire bar turns black. So hopefully it's the connection issue of the flex cable to the C-board of the plasma, and yeah, you can also see the burn-ins, the local news station, and the age marking for the show. Yeah, so I bought some stuff that hopefully will help me fix this. A conductive paste, so I can refurbish the flex cable. I already opened the TV before, and the silver coating on the flex cable is heavily worn off. I don't know what caused it, but it's like it got eaten away. So hopefully it will be an easy fix, and for $8 I'll have a 42-inch plasma, Full HD plasma. Yeah, so see you soon. Okay, so as you see, I have laid the plasma down. I know you're not supposed to lay it on its panel, but I have no other choice since my feet are aftermarket, because the plasma didn't come with original. Okay, so time to take the back cover off. I think so. And reveal the internals. Okay, so under this metal plate there are the connectors from the plasma panel to the C-board. You can see some of them here under those radiators, and I'll have to unscrew hopefully only the connector plate that covers the main board, so I can access the middle one, which is the one that's causing us problems. Okay, so that's you probably can't see that. Here is the connector that we are having trouble with, and looks like, it will be easier if I remove this main board, and yeah, and then the access should be a bit easier, because I bought this silver paint. It comes in a syringe with a needle that I'm gonna use to basically refurbish the flex cable. I'll also take a look at the C-board because I was wondering if maybe not the silver coating that has worn off from the flex cable is causing this, but for example a cold solder joint on the flex cable's connector. So I'll cut the video here and resume the recording once I have the A board taken out. Okay, so I got the A board out. You can see it's basically the main board. It comes out in this nice shielding. Only 4 screws route out the connectors, and there it is. So let's put it away. I'm thinking here. And okay, you can see those C boards. C1 is the one I'm having the problem with, and the first connector, so that one. I don't know if it's visible on the camera. I hope so. So let's unscrew it. You'll notice that there is some paper in there, and that's of course not out of the manufacture. It's not since the TV has been manufactured. It was me a few days ago. I put that piece of paper here to add some more pressure to the flex cable when it's connected, to see if that would resolve some issues. And of course it didn't, like you saw before, but I was able to make it more, how should I say this? The artifacts were more predictable with that piece of paper. So yeah, let's undo that connector, and you won't be able to see from there, but there is some, I don't know, degradation, I think, of that silver coating there. Let me grab the camera to show you. Yeah, so you can see that cable here, and when you look, focus. Oh my god. Okay, I'll have to manually focus. Yeah, that's good. You can see. Okay, that's. Okay, I think that's the closest I'll be able to get. Maybe you'll be able to see that there is some noticeable damage to that connector. You can see here the pin is almost gone, and the whole connector has like this stripe on it. When I checked with my multimeter, it technically was conductive, but I mean, what else could it be? When I press on the connector here, when the TV is on, I know you shouldn't do that, there are around plus minus 70 volts on those pins, and you can fry the controller that's here when you touch that, and you do some kind of a short circuit. But yeah, when touching the connector while the TV was on, the
the vertical bar was changing patterns, the colors. So I'm thinking we should take out the C-board, that half of it, and oh my god, I don't want to disconnect every connector here. Okay, let's take it out. Okay, so I will make this very boring for you and show you the entire process. And let's go. Unscrewing each of those little connectors. Hopefully I won't make more lines appear on the screen. That would be very bad. Oh no, I have to remove the metal thingy for the TV stand, don't I? Yeah, looks like it. So it's only 4 screws, at least appears only 4 screws. I'm thinking of baking the C-board in an oven to reflow any of, possibly cold solder joints. I know it's not recommended and I should do it properly with a heat gun, but in my smaller room I don't have one actually, so I don't really improvise. I actually fixed one plasma TV before by baking a board in the oven, and that was a VT60, a 50-inch VT60, which had a broken A board, and it would stay hanging on the when you turn the TV on, it would stay on the TV Viera logo and never get to the actual menu or the home screen. So, and I baked it, I think, for 120 degrees Celsius for like 20 minutes, and it was working after I put it back into the TV. Let's undo all of those clips. Okay, I'll close them. Okay, I should probably disconnect the ones going to the D board as well, and the interconnection between those two C boards. And let's unscrew the actual C board and take a look at it. I really hope I'll be able to fix that TV. If not, then I'll keep on using it. After all, it was really cheap, so I shouldn't complain. But if there is any chance of me fixing it, then I'll take it. I think that is that is all the screws I should unscrew. Let's not lose them. Okay, I'll put them like the bed. I really should get a better screw management system, like magnets or something. Okay, and let's take it out. Okay, that is the C board. One of those two C boards. I don't see any cold solder joints on it, but I can always give it a shot with load. Okay, let's put it somewhere safe, and let's take a look at the connector. All of the other connectors look good. This is the only one with that weird discoloration. I'm wondering how to gain more access to that connector. Putting the TV upright would be good. I don't know how I would go about doing that. So I'll cut the video here and I'll try to figure something out. Why doesn't one... What? Stop!
Okay, so I was able to put the TV leaning by the side of my bed, and we can take a look at the problematic connector. Which one was that? Let's move the camera a bit. That was that one. Okay. Let's take a look at what can I do.
Okay, I have this silver paste that I'll try to use to fix this connector. I should probably turn on some more light. Hey Google, switch on lights. Okay. Let's get some isopropyl alcohol to clean it.
6 out of 7.
Okay, so I got some isopropyl alcohol and some cotton buds. And let's try doing something with this connector. I never used a paste like that to fix stuff like that, but looks like drugs. Okay, let's remove. The needle. I hope it's in focus. If it's not, I apologize, but the camera's display is very small. Let's open that. And let's put the needle on. And let's take a look. Let's clean it first with some isopropyl alcohol. I'll apply some to the cotton bud and clean the connector. You can see, well, I don't know if you can, but there are some of those traces. Some of those traces are actually connected together by design, so I won't have to be very precise, but let's still be. I don't know why the camera is shaking so much. Maybe the optical stabilization is broken. Okay, let's zoom out a bit and let's start applying the compound. I'll try first on the cardboard box I have by my side. How good is it flowing? I don't see a lot. I have to grab a flashlight. Like my iPhone. I hope I'm not covering the recording. Ran out of tape and I had to put in a new one because I'm using a digital 8 camcorder, so basically recording digital information on a high 8 tape. And yeah, the tape is only 30 minutes long, so the video is already longer than I wanted it to be, but we're gonna cut some parts out. So let's continue with that. Maybe not to bother you with this, I'll cut the recording here and we'll see each other once I finish this. So see you for me in probably half an hour and for you in 30 seconds or less. Okay, before we continue, we'll do one more thing. I already somewhat painted the flex cable with the silver paint. I'm not really happy with the results, so I'm not even going to show it on the camera because of how terribly it went. After it dries off, I'll just check if with the continuity meter if there are no bridges between the pads, and if there are none, then we'll continue with the assembly. And now I'd like to clean the C-board connector with a toothbrush and isopropyl alcohol. So you can see here, this is the connector which is not working. Take a look at the differences between those two, but between the working one and not the working one, I don't see any, so we'll just clean. We'll also clean the connector that interconnects the C-boards together. And the connection to the D-board. Okay, and now just to be sure. I know this is very stupid, but we'll put this into the oven. So I'm back with a freshly baked seaboard. Hopefully, if it had any cold joints, they are reflown by now. And I have, well, fixed the cable a bit, because where there were traces that were really close together and connected to different pins, I didn't have such a precise tool to put the silver paint on there, but some parts were duplicated. For example, the ground and I think, I actually don't know, but some parts were duplicated, and those parts I just went with the silver paste and bridged them, because they were already connecting to they were duplicates, right? So bridging them wouldn't do anything bad. Now I like to put the seaboard back in and insert the cables, put the TV back together, and hopefully everything will be okay. I'm thinking of adjusting the VSAS voltage while I'm inside, because when performing the all white pattern check, the TV sometimes shuts off with a power supply problem, and that didn't happen before I set the VSAS a bit higher. The potentiometer for VSAS is here. It was originally 205 volts, and I didn't measure it after making it higher, but it's probably like 10 volts more. So I'll try to get it down by 5 volts with a multimeter this time, and then everything should be working. So let's get to the reassembly process. Okay, so the moment of truth, I guess. Hopefully it will not explode. Okay, I'm plugging in the power supply. And okay, so with the remote, let's press on. Okay, that means it's broken. It's not displaying anything. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, I forgot to plug in one cable. Let's wait for the panel to discharge. There are two LEDs that show that there is voltage remaining in the panel. And now that they are gone, I can unplug the power supply and plug the panel in. Of course, we saw that the issue with the vertical bar wasn't fixed because it was red, and if it were fixed it wouldn't be red, it would be all white like the rest of the screen. But, well, crap happens. Okay, let's plug in the power and try again. Okay, let's switch to the TV, and we see that we still have the vertical line, unfortunately. So that probably means that, oh, it turned black. Yeah, that probably means that the IC on the flex cable is broken. Oh, even worse. But when I smack it, it should start working. But it doesn't. Well, it was a fun experiment nonetheless, trying to fix it. As we can see, it didn't succeed. And what can I say? Probably the panel's busted. The IC on the flex cable is broken. Maybe overheated. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we can check that theory. I'll put in my spudger through the back and try touching the cable. I'm looking in the mirror to see if anything changes. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. So the bar is black now. I don't know if we can do anything about that. I'll probably cut that troubleshooting part right now out of the video. If it doesn't change the pattern. Yeah, let's try also switching it off and on. Okay, well, what can I say? It's not working better. It's working worse. At least it's still working. I'll try to think of what can I do, but probably not very much. It was a fun experiment nonetheless. And yeah, I'll assemble the TV back together and I'll see you guys. I totally forgot that I was supposed to adjust the VSAS voltage as well, so we'll do that now. I'll grab the power cord. I have to route it to the back. Connect it. the TV on. Okay, my assumptions were very close because the VSAS is 208 volts. 208 volts. Should I adjust it to 208? Let's go into the service menu of the TV. I'll go to the service menu so I can display the all white pattern and see if the voltage stays the same. Yeah, 208, 109. I'm wondering whether to make it 210 volts. I'll try raising it to 210 volts, but I don't know if I have a plastic screwdriver to use, because using metal one would be just stupid. If I don't, I'll have to trim my spudger, and that is what I'll do because I don't have a plastic screwdriver and I have tons of spudders. I bought a 50 pack on AliExpress because they break a lot and I didn't want to spend so much money on iFixit ones. So okay, yeah, I should be able to adjust it with that. Where is that here? 210 volts. Okay, so while assembling the TV, I decided to put back the pieces of paper that that were before my today's repair under the flex cable to push more on the connector, and you can see the black bar is gone and it's again just like a stripe pattern, so it's not completely back. We didn't repair it, but we didn't break anything, so we can take a look at the patterns in the service menu. 1, 2, 3. You can hear my main plasma turned on at the back. I could hear relays clicking. Okay, so when you go to the pattern, you can see that. Okay. Let's try that again because it turned off. It sometimes does that, don't worry. It's another thing I need to fix with it, but while changing the display to a whole bright pattern, it sometimes turns off. I think it's a power supply issue, but maybe I'll figure that out someday else, because today I spent the entire day fixing the bar and I didn't even succeed, so let's go to the patterns. You can see the bar. It's not visible on the red pattern. On the red pattern it's not there. The red pixels are working fine. But the green and blue, you can see the striped pattern going down. So we didn't break it, but we didn't fix it. I'm suspecting that the ICs on the flex cable that goes into the plasma panel they probably overheated and the connections under there are not so good, and that would be hard to repair. So, and of course replacing the whole panel isn't worth it for a TV that costed me $8. So hopefully this video was entertaining to everybody watching, and maybe in the future when I have some more repairs I'll post something more. So, thank you for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.